Alright guys, so today we are solving triangle problems to find missing angles, and they're so much fun. Okay, so we're going to do problems like 4, 5, and 6 today, and then we did those other problems a different day, so don't worry about those, and this is on page 105, or just this note solving for X page. That's on your module. Okay, so here we have to remember a few ideas. Remember the idea of a line, and that a line equals 180 degrees. So if I have this piece is 100 and then this piece has to be 80 degrees because the two of them have to make a line which is 180 degrees. So if I'm looking right here, I have this same sort of picture between my 122 and then this angle next to my R. So that means that this angle and this angle next to R add together to make 180 degrees. So to figure out what the missing angle R is, I just need to take 180 and subtract that from the angle that I know, which is 122, and we get 58. So this angle right here is 58 degrees. And if we remember from a triangle, all three angles add together to make 180 degrees. So 58 and 26 and this angle make 180. So to figure out this missing angle next to our T, we're going to take 180 and we're going to subtract off 26 and subtract off 58. That will give me a remaining amount, which will be this amount of degrees for that angle. There's other ways you could do this too. You could add 58 and 26 and then subtract them from 180, whatever you'd like to do. That makes you the most happiest. Okay, so we subtract those, and this degree is 96. So just like these guys over here, these two are what we call a linear pair, which means that two of them make up a line, and they add up to 180. So to figure out this guy on the outside, you would do 180 minus 96, but our answer was question mark. I know, we're just going to keep going. It's going to be okay. So 180 minus 96 is 84. And guess what? We figured out all the angles that were missing in our picture. But again, we were just looking for this guy, so 96 degrees. Okay, let's try another one. These pictures tend to look kind of weird, but you just kind of go with it. You could do it. Okay, so on this guy right here, again, we have some more linear pairs. So what I like to do is I like to look at my straight lines like this guy, and then I like to make my arc. And when I make my arc, then I remember that these add up together to make 180. Okay, there isn't enough information for me to figure this out because I'm missing here and I'm missing here, so I can't use this angle to start. This guy is 117. That's fantastic. Over here, we have another linear pair, so these two add together to make 180. But because I know this one, I could definitely figure out this angle. So we're going to start with this. So 180 minus 151 is 29. So that means this guy right here is 29 degrees. And again, I know there are 180 degrees in a triangle, so that means all three angles add up to be 180. So if I take away this angle and this angle, I can get this guy right here. So 180 minus 117 minus 29 will give me this angle. So 180 minus 117 minus 29 is 34 degrees. So this angle right here is 34 degrees. And then again, these two are linear pair, so that means that this angle and this angle make a total of 180. So this angle is 34, oops, and this angle, which is x plus 158, make a total of 180 degrees. Now we solve for x. We combine our like terms, 34 and 158 make, wait for it, 192. So I have 192 and x equals 180, so we have to get the variable by itself, so we're going to do the opposite. 192 is positive, so to move it to the opposite side, we're going to subtract 192 from each side. And 180 minus 192 is negative 12. So x is equal to negative 12. Now, there is a difference between an angle that's negative and a measurement that's negative. So this x value is negative 12, not the angle is negative, okay? So if I wanted to get the angle, I would have to plug my x back in here, and then I could figure out this angle. But that's not what we're trying to find. We're just trying to figure out what x is. So he's okay that he's negative. So don't worry. Now this last one has what we have these guys right here. And these guys are special. They have a special relationship, and they're called vertical angles. So that means that the angles across from each other are congruent. They're equal to each other. So, and that only happens if you have an x, which we do. We have an x there, and we have an x here. So that means that this angle and this angle are congruent. So this bottom angle is 30 degrees. And this angle and this angle are also congruent. So this angle is 70 degrees. Okay. Now again, I'm missing this third angle inside of my triangle, but I know all three angles add up to be 180. So 180 minus 30 minus 70 should be 80. Yep, 80 degrees. So 80 degrees is what we have left over for this angle. And I know that these two angles are supplementary or linear pairs, so they add to make 180. So that means this angle and this angle all add together to make 180 degrees. So now we combine like terms and we solve. 80 and 108 is 188, and x is equal to 180. I gotta get my variable by itself, so I'm going to subtract each side by 188, because what we do to one side, we do to the other, and x is equal to -8. So there's your answer. Okay, also, for your quiz for today, remember that when you see an angle that looks like this means 90 degrees. Okay, if you have this little right angle, it's 90 degrees. And if you had angles that look like this, there's still a line here. It doesn't matter how many of these guys you have. These all are supplementary, so they add up to be 180. Okay, let me know if you have any questions on your assignment. Have a great day. Bye!